Nichole, thanks so much for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit more about Women in Mining and the type of work that you do.
Women in Mining UK is a not-for-profit organization based here in London, and we have over 2,000 members, and membership is exclusively open to women. However, we do allow men to attend our events so we can engage with them. We work on a couple of different types of angles. So we look at the educational piece of diversity. We also look to work with organizations to help them learn how to retain the female talent they have, as well as to attract female talent. And we also do educational industry events around topics like lithium and ESG issues.
It's a global organization, isn't it?
There are lots of different Women in Mining chapters, but actually there isn't one global organization. Women in Mining can be owned by anybody in the world. So there's, I would say, dozens of Women in Mining groups all over the place, from Senegal to Australia to Canada.
Yes.
And we endeavor to work together, but they're not under one organization.
Yeah, I know. I'm a member of Women in Mining in Canada,
Yes.
and as you say, there's UK. Can you tell us more about the work that you do and how you go about promoting opportunities for women in mining?
The organization started out as a networking group so that women in the industry felt they had a place to come where they can meet other people that are going through the same challenges as they are. And subsequently we realized there was a bigger need to educate the industry about the commercial benefits of having a more diverse workforce, as well as the social benefits to the organization. So although we started out networking, and we still do that, we now work with companies like EY, and we put out projects like our mentoring toolkit, which launched at the beginning of this year, to help mining companies of all sizes understand the value of mentoring and sponsorship programs, not only for their female employees, but actually for their wider workforce. We also do projects like the 100 Most Inspirational Women in Mining, which comes out every 2 years, and that is a global project in which we work with the other global women in mining organizations. We also provide scholarship opportunities for female students at Cambourne. So one of the big reasons we're here at Mines and Money is to raise funds so that we can administer those scholarships. So we're really happy that last year we were able to give 2 female students the opportunity to convert their bachelor's in geology to a master's in mining.
We're talking about opportunities for women in mining. When we think about mining, it's usually very technical, and it's usually very male-centric. But in fact, it's not just those opportunities that do exist. Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about what kind of career options there are for the mining industry as a whole?
I think it's a really interesting question, and the impression that most people have of mining is it's a very dirty, hard industry that isn't really conducive to women. And from a technical perspective, that's really changing. There's a lot of automation, there's a lot of advances on site that actually make working conditions a lot more amicable to females and actually men. From a technical perspective, the opportunities are vast in terms of new technology. On the other side, the mining industry needs accountants, it needs lawyers, it needs people to help with environmental permitting, social permitting, economists. I mean, the industry is vast, and it's really important for us to make sure that women in other industries know that there's a viable option for them to come into mining without being a geologist.
Nichole, who needs to be the leader when it comes to promoting diversity in mining?
I think it needs to be a 50-50 split between the senior leadership of organizations, so the chairman and CEOs, setting the tone that actually diversity is important to them, and appointing women who are role models for girls coming through to see that there is actual career progression. But I think the other 50% is actually down to us as women to make sure that we're promoting our careers, that we're telling our bosses and we're telling people that we want to be promoted and that we want to stay in the industry.
Do you have sort of a future vision for the organization?
I think the future vision for Women in Mining would almost be to put ourselves out of business to an extent, because it would be great to be able to get to a point where actually we don't have to continuously talk about diversity, that the mining companies represent the actual global population, which is 50% women. Now, I don't think we'll ever achieve a 50-50 gender balance, and that's okay for lots of different reasons, but at the moment we're at 17% on average in the industry, and we can do a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Nichole. I appreciate you being here today.
Thank you very much.